Jackie Greene with Kink live in the Bing Lounge. So last night, a good show, right? Last night?
I had fun.
That's good. Are we at the beginning of like a little run through the West Side or something?
The West Side?
West Coast.
Yeah,
Your home West Side.
Yeah, let's see, Eugene was yesterday. Or no, that was Portland. Yes.
It's good to be here, Cleveland, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good morning to you as well.
No, most definitely. Well, once again, we do appreciate you coming out here because we understand you got to wake up, you got to do your thing. And I think
Absolutely.
This is like your 7th or 8th time being with Kink in the lounge. So we love you, man.
This is my first time in this new spot here.
What do you think of the new digs?
It's great.
It's not so bad, right?
Great. We could actually do like full-on acoustic shows here. You know?
We invite you to do so.
Let's do it.
Please. No, it's always great seeing you. You know, roots, rock roots, Americana, blues, you're all over the place. You could be played on so many different stations. I've been playing you since Gone Wandering, man, but...
And I thank you for that.
That's all good. Where did these influences come? I see you as like a modern-day Bob Dylan, little Taj Mahal, little Dave Alvin. Where did all these influences come from?
Well, you named a few of them right there.
Yeah.
So, well, all over the place. You know, to me that, Americana, as they call it, roots music, it's country western, it's rhythm and blues, it's jazz, it's stuff that we invented, you know, and it's all sort of, we just call it rock and roll, but it's all just sort of like mashed up into one little pile, and we all just take a little piece of the pile, and we call it music.
So where did the music come from? If the influences are some of those names I gave you, where did it come from? Was it like a dad's record collection?
For me personally?
Well, sure.
Well, a lot of places. A record collection for sure. I had my folks had a bunch of old records, and I've told this story a million times, but I'll tell it again, and it's a true story. Before I was a freshman in high school, there was a summer where our television broke, and which is, like if you're a kid and the television breaks, I mean, dude, that's not cool. That is not cool. And this is before everybody had the internet too, because I'm old, man.
Congratulations!
Thank you very much.
Just made it to 30 years old, guys.
And so one summer TV broke, and I went into the basement. I found this turntable and these little speakers, which belonged to my parents, and I put on. I found this box of records, and I hooked up the little wires, and I put on a record. It was called "The Genius of Ray Charles," and I put on the record, and the first song on there is him doing "Let the Good Times Roll," and I never heard anything like that, really, And I was just like, "Whoa,
yeah,
man! You're allowed to sing like this." You can play like this. You can do music like this. This is great,
Well,
and so then, and then that whole summer I went to all my friends' parents' basements, and I found all their records, and I found like the Stones to Lightning Hopkins to like a lot of old blues stuff, and just had a world of education that way before I even got into high school. And by the time I got into high school, you have to understand at the time it was like the popular stuff at the time was I guess you call them boy bands, and so which is a pretty easy turnoff, if you. But not that I have anything against boy bands, but I was like a blues nerd in high school. I took my friends to see Buddy Guy. And so I got no chicks in high school. It was embarrassing, but man, it was good times.
I'll bet you guys can talk about those old Buddy Guy concerts though still, right?
Totally.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Now, I saw you talking about Ray Charles, one of your first. I saw you noodling on the piano before.
Oh, yeah.
What came first for you, piano or the guitar?
Neither, really. There was a piano growing up, and there was a guitar growing up in my house, and I sort of always fiddled on both. I wouldn't say that I don't know if anyone really came first. I mean, I'm sort of still figuring out both, you know. It's more of a boredom thing. Like when you're a kid, if you get bored with, you know, playing the guitar, you try and go play the piano and swap back and forth.
Nowadays, if they get bored with Xbox, they could just go to
Right. Well, this is a whole nother conversation that we can have about what, you know, I think there's a lot of weird things happening with that, but...
Well, you're definitely proficient with putting out albums. We can always get
like,
some
I mean,
new
whatever
Jackie
happened
Greene.
to building forts, man? I know. And like tree houses. Kids used to go outside and build tree houses, man. And now kids don't really do that anymore. They play Xbox and they go on Facebook, you know, which is whatever, man. You know. But I still like tree houses, okay? I'm into tree houses. 3 cheers for tree houses.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like walking in and seeing that blanket spread out from the coffee table over to a chair or something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how many forts did you build?
Well, you got to remember, I grew up with only 3 channels, man. You at least had cable.
Okay, right. That's right. I bet we could build a pretty awesome fort together.
Yeah, I know we could. That'd be cool. Well, once again, like I said, you've been with us, 7 or 8 times, and it's getting harder and harder to get Jackie Greene tickets every time you're in town. You are just one mega hit away from... Well, us not being able to get you in here, you know that.
No, that's not true, man.
Okay.
I don't believe in mega hits.
Now, here's my thing. I guess this is a question. Do you fear that day that you write that song that you're going to have to sing for the rest of your life in every other show?
I already have a couple of them.
Well,
but no, I don't. I figure if there's that's all. Like, I mean, some people feel like they have to sing the same song, their song, but you really don't have to. I mean, like, it's if people really want to hear it, I'm happy to sing it. It's not really a matter of there's not really a have to into it. You just have to. I think it's more of a giving thing from your heart to the audience. It's a different thing.
Each song's your own child, right?
Sort of. Some are
stepchildren. Once again, it's awesome to have you here. I've been told, though, by the powers that be around here that if you are taking requests, honey, I've been thinking about you.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got to get to Seattle tonight, and he's here with us today once again with KINK live in the Bing Lounge, Jackie Greene.